Work-related accidents and injuries can be prevented by having the knowledge about health, safety, and hazards. Most of the time, employees don't focus on the safety and just on the methods that will result into a faster production and that will cause an accident. The first thing you must do is to learn about the safety, laws, and precaution concerning your work.
The workplace needs to be designed for real people. People are not perfect and they make mistakes. A properly designed workplace will help the worker to work more efficiently, more productively, and more safely. The professional field that covers workplace design, safety, and efficiency is called ergonomics. The basic principle of ergonomics is fit the job to the worker. A workplace that is inefficient in design will make the worker inefficient and unproductive, and also tired. Thus, injuries are more likely to occur.
Stress is what people feel when they are faced with something they are not sure they can handle. Stress is not just about emotion, it also affects the body and the ability to work. When your boss gets mad and starts scolding you just because she doesn't like your project or saw some minor mistakes, her stress is passed to you. You pressure yourself to revise and finish your work right away, but you can't because stress causes loss of energy. What you can do is to eat on time. Food relieves stress, helps you think fast and clearly, and gives you energy to do your job efficiently.
Dusts and chemicals in the workplace can make your workers sick. Your tool to find out how dangerous a chemical substance that is used in your business is the product label that comes to you from the manufacturer. These labels are required by international regulations. Many chemicals, but not all, stay in the body for a long time. Chemicals that are toxic can cause illness right away or slowly over time, depending on the chemical. Chemicals that react strongly with other chemicals can also cause injuries. They can make people sick, but they can also cause burns, explode, eat away at skin, or cause damage to the eyes. Chemicals usually affect everyone who is exposed to them in the same way. Sometimes, a person is susceptible, meaning that they react in a different way than usual. For most chemical exposures that can be toxic, the higher the exposure and the more the chemical there is, the worse the poisoning it causes.
Administrative controls are procedures and management policies that protect workers. For example, if a restroom is being cleaned up in a workplace, a sign is put up to inform the workers that it is currently a prohibited area, as the floors might still be wet and slippery. It is also the janitress' responsibility to make sure that no one enters the restroom while she is still cleaning up to avoid injuries and accidents.
Accidents may happen to everyone, and it usually happens when you least expect it. It cannot be avoided, especially at work. After having a serious injury like a broken leg, you are now considered disabled. But it does not mean that you will lose your job. No employee should not work right after an accident. You should take a break from work and file for leave of absence. After a given time, and if the company sees that you are still fit to work, they should make an adjustment and transfer you to a job that does not require physical strength. The modern concept of disability is to think of it as a mismatch between individual capacity and the environment in which that person functions.
Risk assessment is a way to evaluate how likely things may happen and how serious the aftermath would be. It is important to gather and organize information to try and prevent them from happening.
Safety hazards cause accidents, resulting in injuries that can be serious. A responsible owner and manager will notice safety hazards and insist that they be corrected and that conditions are made safe. Safety hazards certainly exist in your workplace. They are everywhere. Safety is partly a matter of seeing what is there. Many physical hazards can be controlled with simple safety measures and essential work practices such as cleanliness, proper equipment, and monitoring conditions to be sure that things are cleaned up and kept in order.
And the stairwell was not protected by a guardrail. Now, the stairwell is protected by a guardrail as required by OSHA. As before, the workers are moving forward to install the completed wall section. This time, as the worker steps toward the stairwell, the guardrail stops him. He continues forward to place the frame section in place. Another way to protect workers is by putting a proper cover over the stairwell opening. The cover must be secure. As shown here, the worker steps onto the cover and continues